I live in the state of Kentucky. Because of my native heritage, I have looked into the Native American nations around this area of the North American continent. What makes Kentucky so unique in this matter is that no nation made the geographical area of Kentucky their homeland. Several tribes migrated through Kentucky, going both north and south over the centuries, but by mutual agreement between the surrounding nation, Kentucky was reserved as a hunting ground. Each summer, hunting parties from 13 different tribes ventured into Kentucky to hunt and trap. Kentucky became known as the Dark and Bloody Ground. On occasions, these hunting parties ran into each other. Most of these encounters ended up peacefully, but some ended in violence. During the construction of my house, a large oak stump had to be removed. When it was pulled over by the backhoe, my son found a large arrowhead in the root dirt ball. Just a couple hundred yards from my home in the woods is a burial mound. A quarter-mile away on a ridge overlooking the lake are hominy holes in a large flat rock where they ground corn and other grains. I know a man who lives near me that spends time roaming the creek beds and shorelines here in the area. As a result, he has a large collection of arrowheads, spear points, and other artifacts of these Native American hunting parties. This is not unusual. Everywhere people go, they leave evidence behind that they were there. Even small hunting parties. All over the earth, you can turn up pottery shards, graves, old campfire pits, grain grinding holes, carvings, something to show evidence that people were there. The Bible tells us a story about 2 million people who roamed a desert only 2/3 the size of Kentucky for 40 years. This, of course, is the story of the Exodus. For nearly 100 years now, archaeologists have searched the Sinai Desert looking for evidence of this event. These researchers were and still are highly motivated to find evidence for this mass of humanity and their livestock. Several Christian and Jewish teams have dug and searched for decades now. They want the Bible story to be confirmed, but to their dismay, they have not found a single arrowhead, spear point, pottery shard, fire pit, grave, or a single bone. With the life expectancy being only 30 years at that time in history, and life expectancy in the desert being even less, finding one grave out of 1 million plus should be as easy as finding a cow patty in a barnyard. In fact, there should be trainloads of evidence in the Sinai for this reported event from the Bible. To date, there is nothing. Archaeological evidence also shows that there was no influx of a large population into Canaan at the time frame claimed, or before, or after for that matter. Should a rational person continue to believe this story when those who would benefit the most for proving it can't find a scrap of evidence for it? What do you think?